When you think of award-winning musicals, Hamilton, Wicked, or Rent may come to mind, but what about The Band's Visit? In 2018, it became one of the most Tony Award-winning musicals in history, including Best Musical. Now it's coming to the Fisher Theater April 19th through May 1st, and that means one of the stars of the show is coming home. We want to welcome Joe Joseph to the show. He played Khalid in The Band's Visit, and he's a proud graduate of U of D Jesuit and the University of Michigan. Joe, welcome to the show. It's so good to talk with you this morning.
Thank you so much, Tati.
So first, what does it feel like to be coming home with this show and performing at the Fisher Theater?
You know, it's really a long time coming. This show was set to play Detroit 2 years ago. So my family and friends have been waiting a long time. I've been waiting a long time. The last time I saw a show at the Fisher Theater was, I think, 2009. And now I'm going to be up there performing. So, you know, it's a treat. It's surreal. It's really exciting.
It's got to be exciting. So tell us what The Band's Visit is all about.
The long version is it's about a group of musicians from Egypt who get lost on their way to a gig in the desert in Israel. And they spend their evening in a sort of nowhere town with a bunch of strangers. And the short version is the band gets lost on their way to a gig. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Well, we're looking at some footage from that. This musical is different, and that you play instruments on stage as well as sing. That just seems, how hard was that? How was that experience for you?
We have an amazing cast of people who are musicians, some people who have never been in a stage musical before, in addition to people who have been in plenty of plays and musicals. And, you know, for some of these people, it's like walking, it's like breathing. You know, there's nothing that different about what they're doing on stage. But what's special, I think, is that they're playing live and they're showing you something in a specific style that you've probably never seen in a Broadway musical before.
All right, very interesting. So, you know, I have to ask, what are you most looking forward to about coming home?
The weather. I can't wait to see what the weather decides to do. I'm going to be staying close to Belle Isle, so I'm really excited to go back to Belle Isle. It's one of my favorite places in the city. John King books, you know, seeing all my friends, just driving down Outer Drive, seeing my old high school, going to Ann Arbor. I might try and stop at Greenfield Village where I used to work. Nice. It's a very long time.
All right. Well, speaking of favorites and recommendations, if you had to tell your fellow cast members about a place to go to eat, just one place, where would you tell them to go?
Oh, okay. One of my big ones is in Ann Arbor. It's Frida Petito's. I'm obsessed with Frida Petito's. But for Detroit, I'm going to send them to Dooley's because they have to have a Coney dog. They have to know what that is, and some of them don't. Or I'll send them to a National or American. So, you know, we got to get them a real deal.
Got to get them a real deal, Coney dog. That's great. That's great, Joe. Well, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you giving us your time.
Of course. Thank you.
And if you want to see Joe in The Band's Visit, it plays at the Fisher Theater April 19th through May 1st.